only remember, I think it was back in 2006 or 2005. Or actually, it was 2006, where my uncle got the idea that we have to publicly forming an association. Because I got the original copy, original hand copy of my uncle. Because back in the time, it was from his grandfather, so it was already over 100 years. And back in the time, my uncle don't have the best technology to kind of preserve those kind of the material. Those material is made by the skin of the sheep.
Right.
And it was back in the time. For some reason, it's got written over there. Of course, my uncle moving quite a bit, moving from China back to Hong Kong, and from Hong Kong he moved also quite a bit. And also back in the time, he was in the 200 square feet of the condo from the government housing, and it's not possible to keep it so secure in general. So back in the time, he decided to recopy the whole thing inside the actual book in the handwritten form, and that was the book. Then each of us will. Actually, it was my father's student who bought into the book to photocopy for everybody.
Right.
And at least from that handwritten book, I believe we have only one version.
And who wrote that version?
It was my uncle. He handwritten the whole thing.
Right.
So the book contains about the poem, and I think most of the people are aware about so-called the 小念頭 poem, so or the song or whatever. Then they have some kind of explanation about how do you do the cheese out, and what happens if the people the force are stronger, and what do you do, and what the people are stiff, what do you do, etc. They have at least 2 pages explaining how do you counter with different force, how do you do. For example, you do the tan shou, then you do the lock, etc.
Right.
Then they have about 108 moves on the wooden dummy front, and they actually put down name of the move over there. And although they have a detailed explanation what is inside the forms for 小念頭 activity, and also what do you do in the train knife, and what do you do on the stuff or the stick. Then the other half basically is some of the medical thing maybe carried on from his grandfather or my uncle put it on himself. And that's how the so-called secret book. So that's why most of the time I don't really go through the secret book most of the time, because I will say my uncle already showed me most of the application for the style. I just have to try out of my best possibilities to try to master the skills of myself, so that I will have. So that's why I have to teaching, I have to do all kind of practice in order to ensure I'm able to counter the people as fast as possible.
So how many pages would you say approximately in the book?
I would say around 30 pages. It's not that much inside the book, so that's why I would insist, even you get the book, there's no way you can understand what is inside the system or the style itself. At least not I am aware, because my father, I would say that before he passed away, he was one of the closest disciples of my uncle, and I don't think my father mentioned about anything of that. So I would just say that only so far we have probably we have 7 people of my uncle disciples still teaching, and so that's why I'm just trying to doing my best to promoting the style. And even though in general the Kung Fu style I don't really earn too much money, or I'm actually losing some money but I just do it because it was my father. He loves the style, and I also can I still can remember when he got the cancer when he was on the wheelchair. He was still showing the move from the cylinder. That's why I'm just continue to do whatever my father enjoyed the most. So currently, I'm still trying to build a more stronger base in Toronto area, and currently I'm hosting a meet up group on every Tuesday. And the meet up group on every Tuesday is to meet people like you. So it won't be any student from, but it's more like we exchange ideas. We kind of getting a safe place where there's no politics. We don't say you win or I lose. That kind of thing. We come in, we just do the Wing Chun together as a group. Then you are willing to share any idea you want to share, or others we can just go for food. Then on every Wednesday, I'm having the adult class on every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8:30 in Gibson Center in Markham. On every Sunday, I'm teaching in Richmond Hill from 3 to 4, but it's more like a class for the kid anyway. Future plan may be potentially expand to a place like Mississauga or to downtown or something. Because on every year we have a major performance in Chinatown sometime in August, and we also performing more in this year. Let's say we also performing in the Pacific Mall, one of the biggest Chinese mall in the North America.